I feel like it did that last time too. Oh, it's so much effort to get up, isn't it? Where are you going? Where are you going, huh? What? Hi. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Oh, she's so cute. So cute. I haven't seen any signs of. Oh, see, she's tired and uncomfy and gigantic. So, I will try to leave the camera. It's a little bit tricky because if you want good belly vision, you're going to have less of Eve on the camera because she'll be off camera more because it's up close. But so I'm probably going to move the main camera out so you have more of a room view so you can see where she is, and then I'll put the VIP camera looking in the nest and out like yesterday. She is not in labor. She's not going to have babies today. So that's good. I mean, it's not, it would be great if we had them today, but I don't think we're going to do it today. I would say unlikely tomorrow, but possible. I mean, Saturday is probably the day that it's going to happen, just because that's the day that would be least convenient for me. Maybe Sunday. Sunday might work too. But you know I'm going to be checking my phone every 5 minutes. There's some good belly vision you're getting right there. She's getting kicked by some babies. Yep, so the uterus, the feline uterus is made up of 2 horns. Excuse me. And the babies do seem to go, you know, they alternate when they get put in, and then they alternate when they come out. So typically we see pretty even numbers on either side, but not always. And I've also tried to correlate the age of the kittens, because it makes sense that the last in would be the first out, but that does not seem to be the case. So I'm not exactly sure how they get ordered in there, if multiple eggs get fertilized and then they get implanted. They have maybe a slightly delayed implantation. I'm not sure how that part works, but there are 2 horns in the uterus, and then each baby is in its own amniotic sac with its own placenta, and they are born in the sac, and so the mom needs to break open the sac and clear off their faces and get them breathing, and then she usually will handle the umbilical cord and the placenta and all that stuff, but not always. So I will be prepared to help if I need to, but hopefully I won't need to. Most of the time I know what to do, but not always. Not always. It's 10:45 a.m. here. We're Pacific time. I'm expecting 5 kittens, approximately. What? Did someone kick you? Oh, the indignity of it all. It'll be over soon and you never have to do it again. Eve was abandoned. We don't know how or why, but she showed up under someone's porch one day and they started feeding her, which was great, but they couldn't bring her in for health reasons, and luckily their neighbor is a Tiny Kittens follower and knew exactly what to do and brought her in. Hi. I have to sneeze. So it's good that she's here because it's still getting really cold outside at night and it rains here all the time. So cold is one of the things that is really bad for babies, newborn babies. So it's good that she's gonna be warm and dry, and she's had good nutrition. She's been dewormed a couple of times. So she's got the best possible circumstances. She's been here long enough to be comfortable with me and with her surroundings. So all of that is promising. Of course, we never know what's going to happen, but so, and a lot of people ask why I broadcast the births live. So one of the reasons is for people who want their kids to experience the miracle of birth, so that they have an alternative way to do that other than letting their own cats have babies. So I would encourage anybody who's watching who knows anyone that falls into that category to suggest watching Eve's birth and getting their own cat spayed. Or if they really want to have the experience themselves, they can go to their local shelter and become foster parents, and then they can be part of the solution instead of part of the problem. Everybody wins. It's great. So, let's see, what else? So a couple of other things. If you would like the chance to win naming rights for one of the kittens, go to facebook.com/tinykittens and click on the cover photo. And you will see instructions on how to enter the naming rights contest. So facebook.com/tinykittens, all one word, Tiny Kittens, and then click on the cover photo for instructions. And you could win a chance to name kittens. Depending on how many kittens are born, I may do additional naming rights, but I can't say for sure until we know how many kittens and genders and things like that. So I'm also hoping to be able to do a draw for the, if anyone is a VIP supporter, so that they can also, will do naming rights for one of the VIPs. Because you guys are such big supporters of Tiny Kittens, helping make this possible. What else? The VIP camera, if you go to tinykittens.com/VIP, you can see how to sign up for that. If you would like to. It's basically a smaller, slower chat room and different camera angles. Because a lot of people feel like the chat in the main room sometimes goes too fast, and it's also troll free over there because the trolls are not gonna sign up for something like that. So those are kind of the benefits. But you can certainly continue to watch the main camera and are welcome to do so. What else? I'll be returning our latest round of feral cats to the colony this afternoon, this evening sometime. We've got We've got 4 males that are going to be going back. Hello, very beautiful. Oh, very beautiful. We still have one more pregnant feral cat at Laps who is, we're expecting babies from any day now, just like Eve. So she's pretty, that's Saratoga. If you want to see tinykittens.com/cats, you can see all about our TNR colony. We have, as of today, spayed and neutered 51 cats in the last 2 months. And we have we had 5 pregnant moms at Laps and in foster care, and 4 of them have had their babies, so we have 20 new babies from our feral cat colony. And one of the moms wasn't caring for her babies, so she's now been spayed and returned and is much happier. And then we have Saratoga, who's still ready to pop. So she's gonna go any day now. Our property owner did the trapping yesterday because he has access to certain areas of the property. Well, actually most of the property that we don't have access to. So he was going to try to trap a couple of other things. So he actually trapped 3 lactating females. Which means there are 3 litters of kittens out there that we now know of. We just don't know where they are. So he's looking for them because we don't have access to the property there. So we've got lots of kittens that have just been born, have been born in the last week, and a couple of cats still pregnant or probably having babies this coming week, maybe at the latest. And then we'll have a lot of nursing moms, and we can't trap them because if we take them away from the babies even for just 24 hours, it's unlikely the babies would survive. So we're releasing them and trying to find their nests and babies. Moms are returned to the colony if they are truly feral, which 4 of the 5 so far have been. One of the moms is showing some promise and she's in foster care and being socialized, and she's doing really well, and so it's likely someone dumped her on the property and that she wasn't actually born in the wild there like most of them were. So she's got some potential for being adopted, which is great. All of the babies, since they are being born in our care, will be socialized and will be able to be adopted, and their adopters will never be able to tell that they were born to feral moms because they will be very well socialized by our fosters, which is great. The only difference between feral cats and pet cats is that feral cats are born in the wild and never socialize with humans, and pet cats can be born in the wild but have at some point been socialized with humans so that they can form bonds with them. So Eve is a stray or abandoned cat. She's not feral at all. Yeah, the messed up eyes is from fighting. There are a lot of dominant males in the area, and there are way too many cats there just because they've been breeding unchecked for so long. So we have taken care of quite a few of the dominant aggressive males, but not all of them. So we expect the fighting to decrease significantly. But the eye injuries we've seen are most likely from fighting, and a couple, oh, she's gonna get me. And then there are a couple that are from trauma, like they have lots of heavy equipment there, and it's lots of opportunities for injury. Although they do have great shelter and they have great access to food, so it's certainly not one of the worst places that I've seen. So we do have space at Laps now for one more pregnant feral. There are two, Quark and Sloan, who are not due for a couple more weeks. And so when they get closer to their due date, we'll scoop them. I'm trying to clicker train them to go into a crate to eat their tuna so that I don't have to trap them, because I think it will be less stressful for them that way. So we'll see how that goes. You're very cute. But it's much kinder to them to let them be in their territory with all their little friends as long as possible. Quark is really good friends with Caprice, and Sloan is really good friends with Soren. So, we want to keep them with their friends and family for as long as possible so they're happy and not stressed. And we're supporting them with food and monitoring the situation to keep them as safe as we possibly can. So we think there are more than 200 cats there. Eve is the only pregnant cat that is on a live cam. You're very cute. For now anyway. I think it would be hard to watch the feral situation because a lot of people don't understand what feral cats are, and that they don't actually want human contact. They find it stressful to have human contact. So I think there would be a lot of education required, and a lot of someone would have to be kind of explaining and answering questions quite a bit. And it would also be hard because we can't really intervene if something happens. Like during labor, the only reason we would intervene is if the mom was trying to harm the babies or had rejected them and they were cold. But if she's having trouble or something, there's nothing we can do because they're feral, so it's like a wild animal, and if they're protective because they're having babies and they're scared and they're stressed. It's not always it's not the same experience as with like little Miss Eve, who only bites me sometimes. Yes. So I would be a little bit nervous about putting a camera on a feral mom, just because I think a lot of people don't know as much about them, and it would be a great opportunity to kind of raise awareness, but it would also be it would be difficult. I don't know. I've thought about it. It's possible we might do it. How are those babies? So a vet can tell when they do a spay surgery if the uterus has been utilized before, because it becomes much more complicated, lots more blood vessels and things like that. An unused uterus is a lot easier to take out than a used one, but you can't tell by doing an exam if a cat has had babies before. So we sort of think Eve has had babies before just because she's around 2 years old and she's obviously never been spayed. And if she was an indoor-outdoor cat, it is very likely she's had babies before. But we don't know for sure. So I think we had more than 200,000 people, individuals, kind of tune in during Dorothy's labor at one point or another. And the maximum concurrent people watching was over 6,000. I think that's the most we've ever had watching at the same time. And I suspect it was because of the news coverage we had from Global TV, from Steve Darling. So feel free to tweet to Steve Darling that we're on Kitten Watch. maybe he'll retweet something. Just include the link tinykittens.com/live, and maybe he'll retweet it. Because I think that helped a lot last time. It was on the evening news. Alright, she's so cute. You're so cute. Hi. Babies are pretty quiet right now. Thank you for telling people about tiny kittens. That's awesome. That's very awesome. Alright, so I've got some things I need to do. I will be checking in on her. I do not expect babies today. But soon. Any day now. Also, we have a bunch of kittens coming up for adoption at Laps. The Cars kittens, there's 7 of them. The Easter kittens, and I think the 3 zoo kittens. And then we're gonna have we have 60 kittens at Laps right now, which is 4 times the number we had last year at this time, which is crazy. And when I say at Laps, I mean mostly in foster homes. Those are kittens that are mostly not available yet. Kittens that have just been born or are a couple weeks old. So I think the awareness we've been trying to raise through our kitten roundup and other things and the TNR program have been working, which is great. But that means we need 4 times the number of homes, and we're going to have a bazillion kittens available in the next 4 to 8 weeks. So spread the word. And they all come from foster homes, just like Tiny Kittens, where people work really hard to socialize them, and they get lots of love, and so they're all really good kittens. So even if you don't get one of Eve's kittens, like the Cars kittens are super awesome. The I forget what she's calling them. Cinderella's kittens, who are really adorable. Yep, Miss Vicky. Beautiful, yes, a beautiful black mama. We've got tons of pregnant cats that people are bringing in, which is really good. But yes, we are going to be totally overflow. Oh, glass slipper kittens. Thank you, Leah. Yes, so cute. We will find enough homes. Some may have to wait longer than others, but we will do everything we can to find homes for all of them. Laps is thank you, Jen Baker. Laps is no kill. We're no kill, so we would do hard to socialize them, and they get lots of love, and so they're all really good kittens. So even if you don't get one of Eve's kittens, like the Cars kittens are super awesome. The I forget what she's calling them. Cinderella's kittens, who are really adorable. Yep, Miss Vicky. Beautiful, yes, a beautiful black mama. We've got tons of pregnant cats that people are bringing in, which is really good. But yes, we are going to be totally overflow. Oh, glass slipper kittens. Thank you, Leah. Yes, so cute. We will find enough homes. Some may have to wait longer than others, but we will do everything we can to find homes for all of them. Laps is thank you, Jen Baker. Laps is no kill. We're no kill, so we would just keep them at the shelter until they find good homes. But of course, the longer we have to keep them at the shelter, the less space we have available to take in more cats. So, you know, ideally we don't have to necessarily be doing that. You're so adorable. Oh, was I? Oh, yeah. See, do I have it? Oh, I don't even have that on my calendar. That's funny. Ice Oasis meeting. Because I probably would have had to miss. The Ice Oasis is coming along. We should know Monday. I think Monday is finally the final vote on the budget, and then we'll finally officially be approved for that part of it, which is really great. And we will actually have much better space to be able to do stuff like TNR and ringworm, and it will be good. Very exciting. Very exciting. No bites. No little nibbles. She likes to nibble me. I'm not the one who got you in this mess. So, let's see. I think that's maybe about it. Aren't you cute? Aren't you cute? All right. I'm trying desperately to get certain things done before the babies come. But it's slow going. Oh, I forgot. I have a package to open. 2 packages to open, actually. See all that? I get distracted by the bump. And talking about cats. So we can do a little bit more belly vision while I open packages. Okay. This one is from Deborah C. in Washington. Oh, that's great. So, I'm enclosing some small cloths called, I think, laparotomy sponges. Are excellent for helping clean off and dry newborn kittens. Much easier to manipulate than regular washcloths. They can be washed and reused and bleached. I hope you'll find them useful. Oh, I'm also working on sewing an adaptation of a no nurse shirt for Eve that will hopefully work better than the previous ones to prevent sneak-ins. We'll send that later. Aww. Deb has been a viewer since Firefly, and she's sent us other things, other useful things in the past too. So thank you very much, Deb, if you're watching. This is what it is, and you know how I stack towels. There's now seems to be a running joke about my towel stacking and how the number of towels is proportional to my pre-birth anxiety. And I couldn't find it, and I've used lots of my towels for TNR stuff, and so I was trying to find more towels, but this is awesome. So now my towel stack is getting even higher. Because for Dorothy, for the Kittens of Oz, I had, my usual 2 or 3 towels, and of course I needed like 2 towels per kitten because I was doing all the cleaning and drying off because Miss Dorothy was not doing it. And so this time I wanted to make sure I had enough for multiple towels per kitten should the need arise, right? I think I was using like paper towels and blankets. The fleece blankets are awesome as blankets, but they're not super absorbent, so it was a whole thing. So anyway, thank you very much. That's a very useful gift yet again. And they've now been added to my stack. All right, I should probably reiterate the be kind to each other principle while I open this box. When there are a lot of people in the chat chatting, especially around birth times when people are a little more anxious than normal, sometimes people make comments that others don't appreciate or are misinterpreted, and sometimes there's a little bit of misunderstanding or drama that's a result. Let's just all keep in mind that lots of different personalities, lots of different situations in the chat, and kind of try to give each other the benefit of the doubt. If someone is truly a troll, which is someone who's just here to cause trouble, then that's a different situation, and I can deal with that. But a lot of people have concerns, and it's okay to voice concerns and to ask questions and even to question what I'm doing. I'm okay with that. I know there are enough people in the chat that can explain a lot of the things because they've been through it before. But just please be nice to each other and keep in mind we have lots of people who are dealing with things like chronic pain and anxiety and depression, and also things like autism and there's I guess a new word that involves a spectrum, but you get the idea that people are often, I would say most often, not intending to cause any sort of offense, and sometimes emotions are high, and so things will escalate. So I hope that you will all just try to remember that and be nice to each other and give the benefit of the doubt, and don't feel like you need to defend me if someone is questioning what is happening. Just try to answer their question and reassure them that, I've done it before, etc. It's very hard to it's hard to read a chat and know kind of how the person intended it. A lot of people joke or are being sarcastic, and that doesn't always come across. So there's the chat disclaimer. Okay. Here is a card. So the card says, thought that Tiny Kittens HQ might like a cheerful themed decoration or two, though they pale in comparison to the elementary school's artwork. I'm sure you could find the right place for them. One is homage to the Gingers, the second a tribute to your bunny. I hope I did her justice. Oh, wow, more from Darkin. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Darkin. I haven't even looked yet, but you've already sent so many things, so I was not expecting anything else from you. Wow. Oh my goodness. Original artwork. Oh wow. That is very cool. But since you're currently looking at the floor, although you can't really see because of the window reflection. That is very beautiful. I feel like it kind of goes with the decor in here. So that's original artwork by Marjorie Sarnot. Hand colored and framed by Darkin. Wow. Thank you, that is very beautiful. And I'm sure that I will find a place, and it does look like Bunny. It does look like the delightful bunny. I'll show her. And there's more. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I was not expecting so many things. This one is Ginger. That's very beautiful. Thank you very much, Darkin. Once again, you have done something very unique and beautiful. So many talented people, that's for sure. And then, this is cute. Little baskets. Because you know they all love their felt baskets. And, whoa, oh, that's fun. They will definitely like those too. Thank you, that's fun, that's very fun. And very kind of you. Very cute. Yep, now we just need babies. Eve is spending some time in her litter box. You know, that's gonna be a while. So that's have to open. I'm told that there's another garden gnome on the way from the kids. Okay, Miss Eve, let's refill your snack bowl. Snacks, yay! And figure out where to put cameras. Let's see. I think I'm going to put, I'm all tangled up. Okay, main camera over here-ish. And other one, I think maybe we'll do a nest cam so that I can see what's happening. And let's see here. Now you can see part of nest and part of floor and the owl. Cat. All right, so she's got lots of digging going on. All right, everybody, I will see you I will check in at some point